I didn't want this to end this way, I said, holding back my tears. I bet, but look shorty, you can get your shit and leave, he said. I didn't move. I want you out my fucking house now, he yelled again. The tears fell. I couldn't talk. I got dressed, packed my shit and was about to leave. I stood at the front door as he sat on the couch pissed. DeMarco. When I told you I loved you, I fucking meant it. And you might not even believe me when I say this, but I really do honestly genuinely love you, I said, crying. He laughed sarcastically. I wished I would have never started fucking with your ghetto ass, he said. I stood there in total disbelief on what had just happened. I walked out the house and called Shayla to come pick me up. Michaela POV. I sat in the back seat listening to Kai cry. It made me feel good on the inside. My plan worked. She knew I liked him first. And if she thought that she could have him, she was totally wrong. And he called me a bitch, she said between sobs. Oh hell no, Shayla said, holding Kai's head in her arms. She picked Kai's head up and said to her, it's okay, if he really love you like he said he does, he will come back, no doubt. I mentally rolled my eyes. Look, Kai, I'm so sorry, I didn't know that was him texting me. I lied, I knew it would be him. I just knew it that he would either text me back when I mentioned a bet or read it. What boyfriend doesn't read their girl's text messages? If you don't, I advise you start. She wiped her face. It's okay. I know you didn't know. He shouldn't have been looking through my fucking phone, she said. I nodded. Aight y'all, I have to beg my mama to let me stay with her. I'll catch y'all later, she said, getting out the car. Break Kai and DeMarco up, check. Now on operation, get DeMarco to like me, okay. So, Deanne, DeMarco and Kaienne, isn't going so well. How do you guys feel about Michaela? Was DeMarco right for calling her a bitch? What will happen next? Let me know in the comments. Also vote, and tell your friends about this book. Share this story and thanks for the support. 10. Is this what heartbreak feel like? DeMarco POV. I sat on my couch pissed off. I can't believe Kai played my ass. Fuck her. I stood up mad as shit. Is this what heartbreak feel like? I miss her already too. When she entered my life, she somehow made everything better. I started having flashbacks. Omniscient POV. 2 weeks earlier, Kaienne sat on the couch of DeMarco's house watching TV. DeMarco was in his gym pumping iron. Ding dong, the bell rang. I got it, Kaienne yelled, getting up from the couch. She opened the door to see Keisha, face all bruised up and bleeding, standing there with a little girl. Oh my gosh, Kaienne yelled out, looking at Keisha's face. What happened to you? Kaienne asked. No. Come in, she said again before Keisha could answer. Babe, who at the door? DeMarco asked, walking in the living room. He stopped in his tracks when he seen Keisha's beat-up face and his daughter. Kaienne went to get stuff to clean up Keisha's face. DeMarco sat down by Keisha. Again? He asked, already knowing what happened. She nodded. Damn it, Keisha, how many times you go let this happen? DeMarco asked, slightly angry. I don't know. He is family. He promised me last time he was gonna stop drinking, but he didn't, she said, looking down. Kaienne walked back in with a towel and a bag of ice. She treated Keisha's cut and placed the bag of ice on Keisha's bruised face. What happened? Kaienne asked Keisha. She looked at DeMarco for confirmation. Take Taylor outside, she said to DeMarco. He picked up his beautiful daughter, kissed her and walked outside. Go on, Kaienne said to Keisha. My drunken brother beats on me, she admitted to Kaienne. Kaienne's eyes grew wider. Tears fell from Keisha's eyes. I don't know how much more abuse I can take before I flash the fuck out, Keisha yelled. Kaienne softened and talked to Keisha. Keisha took Kaienne's advice to stay with a friend until she could get back on her feet. She even volunteered to watch Taylor whenever times got too hard for Keisha. Keisha took Taylor and left. DeMarco walked in. "I ain't know my lil Gutta Chick got a soft spot," he said to Kaienne, smiling. "Shut up, she needed help," Kaienne said. "That was cool. Knowing me, I would've told her ass to go to the police," DeMarco said. Kaienne rolled her eyes. "Well, one of these days you will realize sometimes it's alright to go out of your way for people. Even crazy baby mamas," she said. They laughed. "I think I learned something new," DeMarco said, putting his arm around Kaienne. They kissed. DeMarco POV. I snapped out of my thoughts. She still played me and made me look like the fool. Shit like this don't happen to a nigger like me. It just don't. That nigger. Kaienne POV. "Thanks for letting me move back in," I said to my mother as she watched me unpack my things. Hump. "You know I love you, baby. Even if I'm busy sometimes," she said. I smiled softly. "It's okay, Mom. I'm about to go to sleep. I have a lot on my mind," I said. She nodded, left my room and closed the door behind her. I sat on my bed and unlocked my phone. It was a picture of me and DeMarco. I instantly broke down in tears. Prepare for Kai to go into a deep depression. What can make her feel better? Leave me ideas below. Woo. And this is the last update for the night. 11. Is it really over? Kaienne POV. 2 weeks after the breakup. It's been 2 entire weeks without DeMarco. 14 fucking days. I text him. He doesn't text back. I called him. He doesn't answer. I waited for him at school. He doesn't show up. I don't think what I did was that bad for him to treat me like this. I know he has trust issues, been through a lot, and running 80% of Atlanta's drug trade and streets have to be stressful, but I didn't cause that much pain to him. On the bright side, Michaela and Shayla have been really supportive to me during this hard time I'm going through. They always make me laugh and bring me candy and ice cream. Being good true friends. We sat at the lunch table laughing. Shayla bought me lunch. "How you feelin'?" Michaela asked me. I frowned slightly as I thought about DeMarco. "Oh, I'm sorry," she said. "Nah, it's cool. I'm holding up fine. I just miss him and wish he would just talk to me," I responded. "Girl, fuck him. He called you a bitch. You don't deserve that. You pretty, you can get any other nigger you want. And if you need a shoulder to cry on, I got you," Michaela said. I smiled. "I'm sorry for calling you a bad friend." I admitted. "It's okay." "It was in the heat of the moment," she said. I hugged her. DeMarco POV. Ever since me and Kai broke up, I've been getting high as fuck, trying to take my mind off her lying ass. Nah, I ain't overreacting. She know I got trust issues and she just go and do me like that. That's so disrespectful. How fucking dare she do that to me? She lucky I ain't get one of my homegirls to wear her ass out. Main. Fuck Kaienne. She can go on with all that fuck shit. A nigger like me can easily replace her. With a bitch 50 times more finer than she ever was. Even though she makes me laugh and makes me happy, she also the reason for my anger and unhappiness. Kaienne POV. I didn't want to go home. When I'm home, all I do is cry over DeMarco. I walked to the mall. I browsed through the mall in Nike. I felt this boy eyeing me. I turned around to see him smiling and licking his lips at me. I rolled my eyes and walked out Nike. He followed me. I walked past 2 stores and he was at least 4 feet right behind me. I turned around quickly. "You following me?" I asked with an attitude. "I'm following that ass," he said, sounding like a pervert. I rolled my eye and started to walk away. He ran up behind me. "My bad, ma, I ain't mean no harm. Rakim, he said, sticking his hand out. I shook it. Kaienne, he finished me. I was surprised. How does he know me? Do I know you? I asked. He giggled. Maybe I'm your secret admirer, he said. I smiled. Secret admirer? I asked. He smiled. He was flirting. Maybe this is what I need. A distraction. Well, secret admirer, do you wanna buy me some ice cream and take me home? I asked. He smiled. Hell yeah, anything for yo fine ass, he said. I smiled and followed him out to his car. He had a 2010 Camaro. It was nice, but not nicer than Demarco's. Stop Kai, don't compare him to Demarco. I got up and we sped off. We sat in Sonic's drive-thru eating out Sonic Blast. Rakim and cute, he is funny, but he is defiantly not my type. I was laughing at his joke when a dude walked up to his window. "What's up, Rat?" he said. "Sup, can I talk to you? I got news," Rat said. "Who your friend?" Rat asked, pointing to me. "Oh, this Kaienne," Rakim said. He nodded and Rakim got out the car to talk to Rat. Rakim POV. What's new? I asked Rat. A local snitch. I've been trying to get in touch with you main for the last 2 weeks. I told Demarco what you said. Rat started. Oh, for real? I asked. Yeah, he said if you touch his girl, he go chop off your mama head and mail it to ya in a bowling bag, Rat said. I nodded. Oh yeah. I responded. Well, I got his bitch right now, let it be known. Tell him she sucked my dick on my first night meeting, I said, grinning evilly. Rat nodded. Oh, and add some more disrespectful shit. Tell him if he wanna settle this, it'll be at the old abandoned Walmart around 11, I said. Rat nodded and walked away. I got back in the car. You ready to go home? I asked Kaienne. She nodded. I dropped her off at home. 12. No more tears. Kaienne POV. I have no intention of seeing Rakim again. Just not my type. I walked up to my room and laid on my bed. I'm done crying over Demarco for the time being. That doesn't mean I'ma give up on us though. I'ma give him time to think shit over, and when he ready to talk to me, he will. I just wish he would hurry up. I miss him like crazy. Michaela POV. I'm so happy to see that bitch Kaienne suffering. She deserves it. Michaela. My mom yelled. I sighed, got up from the couch and went to see what wants. What? I asked. Who you talking to with that attitude? My mother asked. I rolled my eyes. That's what I thought, she said. What is it that you need, Mom? I asked. She held out her hand showing 3 pills. My medicine. I sighed and took the pills out her hand. I went in the kitchen to get a cup of water. Instead, I went outside and threw them across the fence. I ain't talking that shit. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I am not bipolar. I walked back in the house and went up to my room. I got on Instagram. It was a picture of Demarco. Caption: single life skeptical. I rolled my eyes. Is he still